Before we get to everything, let's talk about what I think are three key parts of this win. And one part that could get overlooked in this game here tonight, the work of Darvish, who was really, really good. 5 scoreless innings, 3 hits allowed, 1 walk, struck out 5 on 83 pitches, and matched zeros with Justin Steele through the first 5 innings. And it's notable because Darvish now, since coming off the IL, has 10 scoreless innings in a couple of starts. So he has looked like, the Darvish you want to see the last couple of outings since coming off the IL. That was a big early part in this game in keeping it a scoreless game. So Darvish, certainly a big role in this one, 5 scoreless innings. I think it starts there. Then the 6th inning for the Padres. Now, you could look at 6 runs on 6 hits in a span of 7 batters. You love it from the offense. They exploded. They got Justin Steele out of the game. We knew Steele would be on a limited pitch count tonight. He was coming off the IL to make just his second start of the season. So we knew if they could drive that pitch count up enough, you could get him out fairly early in this game. And to the Padres' credit, they did. He was at 68 pitches through 4 2/3 innings. So in that 6th inning, a scoreless game, and the Padres end up erupting for 6 runs on 6 hits. They scored 6 runs in a span of 7 batters. But it wasn't only the base hits that I thought was really impressive in that 6th inning. It was the way the Padres got him, the way they pushed the envelope. Remember, a single by Tatis, an infield single by Cronenworth, then the double steal sets up a 2-run base hit for Jurickson Profar. Just like that, it's 2-0 in a span of 3 batters. The aggressiveness continued. The hit and run with Profar on base, Bogarts at the plate, ends up putting runners at first and third with nobody out. Then another hit and run later in the inning with Bogarts and Solano at the plate. By the way, Donovan Solano, 2 hits in his Padres debut. He put together some really good at-bats. I just absolutely love the way the Padres were aggressive in that 6th inning. The double steal, a couple of hit and runs. I mean, trying to get your offense going in a scoreless game, and it worked to perfection. So if you're one of those fans out there that is always talking about hit and runs and pushing the envelope and trying to make things happen, force the issue, that 6th inning was for you. It was for you because the Padres did exactly that. And in the span of 7 batters, they had a 6-0 lead. Now, that was far from the end of this game. It was a tricky night for the Padres bullpen. They had guys coming in sort of all over the place. Yuki Matsui didn't have his best stuff tonight. Enyel De Los Santos ends up having to come in after the home run for Morel that made it 6-2. Finishes the 6th inning. Then De Los Santos ends up giving up a home run in the 7th inning to make it 6-3. Peralta has to come in, finish up the 7th inning, and then we go to the most critical moment and maybe inning of this game. In that 8th inning, Wandy Peralta starts it, walks the leadoff man. Jeremiah Estrada comes in the highest leverage situation he's had so far as a Padre. By the way, against his former team in Chicago, so you would imagine emotions are running high. He ends up walking the first guy he faces, gives up a single, and just like that, in what was a 6-0 game, the Cubs have the bases loaded, nobody out, the go-ahead run at the plate. Estrada, to his credit, and this should not get forgotten, strikes out Crow Armstrong for out number 1. And then Mike Schilt goes to a guy in Robert Suarez who says, "Give me the baseball. I'll go get you a 5-out save." And how impressive has this guy, Robert Suarez, been in the early part of 2024? Strikes out Yan Gomes, who's been absolutely crushing the Padres forever for out number 2. Gets a pop out from Nico Horner. Inning over. Rally over. Padres still leading 6-3. And then Robert Suarez makes it look easy. 1, 2, 3, 9th inning, strikes out a couple, fly out to end the inning, and what do you know? With a 5-out save, 5 up, 5 down. How good Robert Suarez has been is a major storyline for this ball club in the first month plus of the season. Not just the great work on the mound. The numbers are outstanding, and I'll get into more of them a little bit later. The numbers, he's got a sub-1 ERA. He's 11 for 11 in save opportunities. He's been great in what he's done on the mound. But this guy's willingness to go the extra mile for his team in the first month plus of the year, this early in the season, it has made a difference in a number of ball games already. And my goodness, did it make a difference in this game here tonight. What would have happened in that 8th inning had Robert Suarez been unavailable to go get you a 5-out save? Do the Padres win this game? I don't know. But he comes in and he shuts the door in that 8th inning. And that guy, Robert Suarez, not only is he such a cool customer on the mound, and we saw it in 2022 in the postseason, but when you talk about the early season storylines for this team, in my mind, there's no doubt that Robert Suarez is right there at the top of the list as far as the great ones. Not only his ability to step into that closing role, he's been flawless so far, 11 for 11 in save opportunities, but to also have the willingness to do what he's done. That's the second time already he's had a 5-out save early this season. It's only May 6th. Now, the Padres got to be careful. You don't want to burn him out. You don't want to overuse him. We get all that. And by the way, with Randy Vasquez on the mound tomorrow for the Padres, look, they used a lot of arms today. So the rest of this series out of the bullpen could be a little bit tricky, but I totally understand why they did. They wanted to win this game. I get it. But look, I mean, Robert Suarez, you can't say enough. You can't say enough the early part of this season about what he's done and the willingness he's had to go get more than 3 outs and do whatever this team is needed. Terrific once again. And then he goes 5 up, 5 down to put the cherry on top. So this was a really nice win. Great job, I thought, in the 6th inning, pushing the envelope offensively, getting out to a 6-0 lead. Some tricky spots in the bullpen. Bullpen walked the tightrope there late, but then Robert Suarez again said to his team, said to his manager, Mike Schilt, hey, give me the baseball. 5-out save, 5 up, 5 down. And throughout the course of a season, moments like that, performances like that can make all the difference. And a great win, I think, for the Padres here today in this series opener in Chicago as the Padres win it 6-3. A lot to do on our post-game coverage. When we come back, we'll have all the radio highlights for you. We will go back to Chicago, hear from Padres manager Mike Schilt, and much, much more to come. Again, the final, Padres 6, Cubs 3. Post-game show continues after this on the Padres Radio Network.